What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rayge, and we are back today with some video gameplay here in regards to the Out of Time team being utilized in Node 2. I know some folks have been having issues. This is actually one of the better ones, in my honest opinion, especially when you zoom out and take a look at, the Cosmic Bio in Node 3 as well as Hero Skill Node 4. But I just wanted to showcase for you guys the gameplay and strategy. It's worked for me pretty good, and even though my Star Brand's only gear tier 16, Cosmic Ghost Rider gear tier 17, this setup has worked really well. What I've seen that has been helpful is obviously bringing Black Knight as high as he can. I'm thankful that I brought him into Dark Dimension 7, so he is gear tier 19, and with the strike ratio 8 on him, he hits like an absolute truck. So let me show you guys the overall strategy here. You want to start things off with a special. It's going to flip everything, adding the heal block, stun, defense down. Sometimes that lands, sometimes it doesn't, but not really the priority. It's more so just making sure that some debuffs are obviously landing on this team, and we start from the get-go here using some abilities here. We want to focus on Gwenom at the beginning here, just because of the damage that she can do. And actually I will even opt to use Black Knight special here, so that way he is going to be having the ability block on him on Gwenom, so that way she isn't getting more energy and so forth. But yeah, I like this Out of Time team because they work really well, especially you have that three-piece tandem with Carter, Captain America, and as well as Black Knight being built up. Very, very good. When you are able to, try to use Cosmic Ghost Rider as basic as much as you can, because that actually generates ability energy for the team. Very, very important, especially when we're trying to maintain how their energy is going to get utilized and so forth. And then now we can actually opt to use, once again, Captain America's special there. And what I'll do now is activate Black Knight's ultimate. And if you're able to land the ultimate there, the reason being is because if you're able to finish off Gwenom and Venom, they may not be revived. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get the kill on Gwenom. Later on, we're going to be up against some anti-Venoms, and they have the opportunity to revive, but with Black Knight being able to have his permakill, it can prevent that revive from happening. So that's kind of a value add if you're able to take advantage. Otherwise, it's not a deal breaker, but you do need to be mindful now here in this wave, because these Madeline Priors absolutely hit like a truck, and that's why we haven't been using Carter special, because we're going to expect that our weaker allies on our team will likely fall, and if they do, we can bring them back from the dead. But even if they do, ladies and gentlemen, remember that we don't need this team later on anyways for the final nodes here, because of the fact that we're not doing node 10. You don't need to do node 10 to actually get the 7-star Logan. So there's not really, there's not really reason to keep them alive. At the same time, the most important character is Black Knight, making sure that he's in a good position, because we'll be utilizing him in Hero Skill. So that's why it's important to maintain that. As you can see, one shot in my Star Brand. So like I said before, this is a pretty scary diamond level enemies that we're up against, and they'll likely retaliate, and you can see just how much damage they're doing. But again, this is why we have Carter, right? We use her special here. We can bring back the dead for Starbrand, and he's going to be more of a punching bag, but it's nice. We still have the retaliation. You can see how much work Black Knight's really doing, but also how manageable these enemies are. We're just able to continue trucking along here. So this is a good time. I would activate the ultimate here. This is a good time. We can try to get a kill there. Boom, it worked. Debuffs on Madeline Prior once again. And you know what? Just because we have so much energy, I'm going to go ahead and use a special. Try to... that didn't work on... unfortunately, on Agent Venom, but we're going to keep generating energy once again. We know there's more symbiote characters coming, but yeah, you can see, ladies and gentlemen, how straightforward this is, right? If you're managing it carefully, look at the beat debuffs. We're never really in a danger zone here, and especially with the safeguard being granted every other turn, we're not too worried about it, the buffs getting stripped away. And just how powerful Black Knight is I can't stress that enough. He's a very, very important piece to making sure that you have a good time going through this node 2 here. So Void Knight, obviously he's a big one we want to target, so we're going to activate the special once again, give us back the defense up. And again, it's very rare that this team doesn't have buffs on, and we all want to bring back again Starbrand. But you know what, this is a good time when you see all these buffs. Go ahead, use Cosmic Ghost Rider special once again to add in those debuffs. And we do see that Emma Frost is actually going to try to use some abilities here pretty soon with her turn mirror, so we're going to try to finish her off. Didn't work. Oh, beautiful, actually worked with the retaliation on her. And then now we are going to focus on Void Knight. These anti-venoms can actually bring back Gwenom because we weren't able to permakill here, but that's okay. We're still in a really good spot. The retaliation should do some really good work there. And heck, I'll try to use the special there actually, just try to give us some more charges again, the immunities. And we are going to use the shield there just to take away some buffs. But yeah, they probably will bring back, you know, characters like Stream, Gwenem. That's okay. Because like I said before, we expect them to come back, and I'm just going to showcase for you guys how we're going to be able to manage just fine even with these teams coming back. This is probably going to be the hardest part of the node, is that they bring back some of these enemies. You have to deal with them, right? And that's kind of why it's very, very important to be able to utilize our synergies very, very well. I'm probably just going to go for the kill here. I'm going to activate the ultimate. I want to see if I can at least kill a couple of them down the middle there. The ultimate hits like a truck. And yeah, not too bad, but this Gwenem is going to be an issue because she can actually grant energy back for Void Knight. So just something to be mindful of. Sometimes it can be a little cleaner, but it's not even a big deal. Because once they're able to get the revives off, he has to get more energy back anyway. So honestly, not an issue whatsoever. I don't think oh shoot, I didn't see that he had the immunity. That's okay. But yeah, you can see how well we're doing, ladies and gentlemen. The buffs that we have on team, they just can't sustain the amount of damage that we're doing. We're just gonna go ahead. We're gonna finish the anti-venom off there. And again, we just have so much going on here with the buffs that they just can't really touch us whatsoever. So at this point, you probably want to start, you know, thinking about how healthy you want your Black Knight to be, because, you know, remember, he's coming into the hero skill section. So at this point, you want to make sure he's not getting too much damage, and at the same time still has charges obviously ready to go here, and his cooldowns are going to be ready to go. That's the only thing I would say for this one, is that as you're wrapping up this node, make sure you're being watchful of the cooldowns happening. That's why I constantly use Captain America's special if you can, to just grant more energy, grant some more energy via Cosmic Ghost Rider basic ability. And then at this point, you don't want to be using Black Knight's abilities at all anyways, because you want him just to be ready to go for hero skill. So there you guys have it, a full wrap up here at a time. Once again, the Node 2, if you guys are having issues, this hopefully should be able to get you through it. And again, this is difficulty 15. And I could just quickly show you guys once again the packs that I have activated. But yeah, once again, we only have the gear tier 19 on Black Knight, both my Carter and Captain America gear tier 18, 17 on Cosmic Ghost Rider, and then gear tier 16 on Starbrand. So honestly, really min-max as you could get, in my honest opinion. And there's still a really good war team on defense. You're able to use them, but these are the only 3 packs I use as well. We got Berserker's Barrage, which essentially gives us more speed bar for 20%. We got Cosmic Crucible bonuses being active, as well as War. And War is the really big one because it makes this team thrive and actually successful. So hope this helps you guys out. Thank you for your time as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.